Okay, hello. How is everyone? Good to be here again. Today, 25th of February, Saturday. And I've managed to get a little bit of sleep after waking up and being on Rob Lynn's. That was early o'clock this morning with Ash and Marty and Collins. And Comfort came on as well. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, it's a long one, over 5.5 hours. But some real golden nuggets in there. If you want to have a look at that, that's over on Rob Lynn's channel or Marty's, because it was live streamed onto there as well. So go and have a listen and a look at that. Some really cool information. That Ash was on, look very relaxed, chatting, and dropping a few little bombs that you should go and listen to. I've also done a recap of yesterday's fantastic, amazing, lots of big words, OConnect that we were privileged to be part of, and that's on this channel. So if it helps you, if you missed it and you want to give it to somebody and all the rest of it, go ahead and do that. I see Chris Johnson's on here with his fat fingers again. Good to see you, my friend. Chris still hasn't got his power back. He's hoping, fingers crossed, that he'll have his power back on by Monday. So good to see you on here, Chris. So the reason I did the recap and recorded that is because I wanted to come on today and talk about what we saw and what we witnessed and give my sort of personal take on OConnect and where we're going and all of the rest of that type of thing. Yesterday was a real milestone, really was, as far as the company is concerned. 31,000 people went on to OConnect. Now, that in itself, just that one part, is a huge milestone. We really have reached new heights as far as OConnect is concerned, just by getting 31,000 people on a live webinar. Now, I've been around the internet space for a pretty long time, like many of you guys have here as well. And I've never in my internet career been on a live webinar where there's been 31,000. I've watched TV and they've had live streams with loads more than that, millions, but never in a personal live stream like that have I been on a webinar. And to be part of a company that is so dedicated to doing things so professionally, to such a high standard, above market value, is a real joy to be part of something like this. Trust doesn't even come close to it. Belief doesn't even come close to it. It's all there, laid out for all of us to see. So, I'm just absolutely blown away. Really am to be part of this journey of Onpassive, and especially in the capacity that I'm here in. Like I said, I have to pinch myself sometimes to know that I am a founder in Onpassive. I really do. But what is important about yesterday is it was a real showcase day, in my opinion. Obviously, Ash had spoken about the new top was postponed and all the rest of it, and he gave all those. And that's not really what I'm here today to talk to you about. I'm here to talk to you about OConnect itself as the product. He went through with a fine-tooth comb of the products and features of OConnect, and it was great to see how they were all working. Obviously, Dr. Sohar went through them the week before, but not in depth as Ash was showing. We were trying new things, to see if this worked or it didn't work. And, it was really was good to see everything working. live in action with that many people on there and it not missing a beat. The only time things went a bit crazy is when they opened the emoji button that everyone could use, and that was it. It went emojis all over the place. But even on that self, as it was, if you look at other webinar platforms that many of us use right now, how many times have we been saying to people, please don't put too many emojis in there? It crashes it slows it down and all the rest of it. 31,000 still went crazy and it didn't miss a beat. He also said that we are in the last stages of the testing. Maybe one more, maybe not. Maybe another one after that, we don't know. But he said that is the last part that we need to do. He talked a lot about the engine of OConnect. And what did he mean by the engine? This is what the essence of what OConnect is all about. The first impression. Before you start nosing around at it, before you start clicking features and all the rest of it, the engine of OConnect is two things. That is visual, so that what you are looking at is clear, crisp, HD quality, jumps out at you almost in 3D. You know, we got that impression. And actually somebody brought up a very good point, that when we had our first session yesterday and that got closed down and we went back in on the second session, it was even clearer, like they had tweaked something slightly. And the second part of what we need to make sure was right is the audio. And I think you will all agree, especially if you've been using headsets, earphones, or other devices of that nature, that the audio clarity is stereo. Absolutely amazing. When he showed the edited version of the Burj Khalifa on the video, that was just mind-blowing as far as the audio sound was concerned. Now, if you nail those two things as far as web conferencing, video conferencing, whichever you want to call them, then the rest after that are all add-ons and extras. Because really, when you are using a webinar conferencing service, that is the first impression. It's what people are looking at. It's what people are trying to get, is this clarity and, you know, studio quality, I suppose, is the right terminology for it. And we really have that now with OConnect. And on top of that, Ash mentioned as well about physical products. Now, he hasn't talked about physical products for a very long time, but yesterday he did. He talked about some of the physical products that will be coming out in conjunction with OConnect. Microphones, 3D, AI cameras, lighting, and other extras as well that will be coming out in conjunction with OConnect. And he actually did say these might be part of the monetization and commissionable things as far as us as founders is concerned. Tony Monk, my friend, how are you? And thank you so much for your super sticker, buddy. Very kind of you. That again, on its own, when he was talking about the physical product side of things, you know, should be really exciting to you as a founder to know that that actually might be part of what we have our hands on. He's never said it is, but he kind of alluded that it might be. This is not Redfern, by the way, saying it is going to happen. I'm just reiterating what he did say, that it might be happening. Also, what I wanted to talk to you about is this next part of what is going to happen with OConnect, which is the integration or the start of the integration of OConnect into the ecosystem. He said this might happen as early as next week, this integration into the ecosystem. Now, there is, and I have heard it, people saying, oh, that's great, we'll be getting our links next week and we can go out and we can sell it. No. That's not how it is going to work. Integration means we have this product and we need to put it in here. But for it to work in here, we have to connect up a lot of things to make sure that when you use it there, it's also going to be able to be used up there, down here, because it's taking information from all over the place. I'll give you one example of what I'm trying to say here. If you'd noticed yesterday, if you clicked on the user number in the top right hand corner of OConnect yesterday, it would come up with all of the users and you would see the email of all of those users that are there. Theo Finidis. Yeah, I think that's it. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much for your super sticker. That's very kind of you. It comes up with all of the OMail addresses of every single user that is there on the screen at that time. Part of the integration of OConnect into the ecosystem means that every single person will be signing in through their ecosystem into the OConnect platform and then be on the screen. It has to grab each and every one of those users' profile part of their own accounts and drag it across. That has to be coded. It has to be written. Okay, because we've got this standalone platform of product called OConnect, it works absolutely fine, but we want it so that we can integrate it with our ecosystem so that when we click on that user next time, it comes up with a avatar or a picture of that person with their name on it instead of their email. Obviously, then if you clicked onto that, then it would bring up their email, etc., all the rest of it. But that is what I'm talking about here, of this integration into the ecosystem. Now, he actually said last night, Ashmid Farah, that we've never done it before. So me to say how long it's going to take, he doesn't know, literally doesn't know, because they've never done it before. We've done the bricks and mortar, the bones of the engine, and we've got that really spot on now. And the features, they've all been integrated and they work lovely. But to take this and put it here, that's never been done. It might be so, he said, we've got a good idea of what we think it would do and how it's all going to work, but it's never been done. So this is why I'm saying that it might be as quickly done as a week or 2 weeks, but it also might be a month or 6 weeks. We don't know until they start doing it. But one thing's for sure is during that period of time, what are we going to be using? Yes, we're going to be using OConnect. Not us as founders, but the company will still be using OConnect because they can still do it as a separate entity rather when it's going in. But I do think that they've got a really good idea of how it's going to go. They are obviously extremely keen to get it integrated as soon as possible. They want to be open to the public as soon as possible. He talked also about the other paid product, which is going to be what's it going to be? Mine's gone blank. Tracker. That's it. Thank you. Who's that? Who's just sent me a super sticker? Thank you so much. Calistro VC or VAC. Thank you so much for your super sticker. He also said about that, I'm just going off track a little bit, that what they wanted to do with the analytical parts of that, he said, again, we wanted to be better than the best that's out there at the moment, which is Google Analytics. And they have managed to do a system with OTracker that is better than Google Analytics. Now, I use Google Analytics right now. It's part of YouTube. It's part of what I do on a daily basis. I use it all the time, Google Analytics, and it's good. To have something that's better than what I've got already, that just is like, wow. You know, it's the information I get from Google Analytics works really well, and it gives me a lot of knowledge of my client base and where my videos are being watched from, how long they're for, age groups, demographics, all these sort of things. But to have something that's even better than that, now you're talking. This is going to make such a difference to a lot of people because they can really pinpoint exactly where their efforts are working and their efforts are not working. That's how analytics work. That's how what they are designed for, is to make you more efficient with your advertising, more efficient with where you spend your money. And for companies and individuals who spend a lot of money doing what they do online, these are gold. They save you so much money because you are more productive and proficient in areas that you are going to get a higher view rate or higher return for your money. Going back to OConnect. So with this integration, it ties up everything together. Ash talked about how important it is that OConnect is going to be such an important part of so many of the other products and services of Onpassive, Academy, OStaff, OConnect, obviously. ONet was mentioned as well within the blogs and vlogs that people can do. You know, that is just scraping the surface of how OConnect is going to be integrated. But once we nail all of this, everything else is going to be an absolute breeze. This is the hardest one to do, in my opinion, because it's all new. The integration into the ecosystem, all new. We haven't done it before of this magnitude of what we have got. If we do this, then all the others, we know how to put it in there. It will slot in because we've already got a template from before and know how it all locks together. So to say I'm excited, not only from what I saw yesterday, people are going to love, and I mean absolutely love, OConnect. The viral effect, we were talking about this on Rob Lynn last night. The viral effect, he said, it almost laughs when people talk about getting three people and how's it all going to work. He said the day that we release the links, he would not be surprised if the numbers double or triple in the first day of release of those links. He said that's how quick things are going to happen in Onpassive. He said we are not going to go viral. He said we're going to come in viral. Now, that's because he knows far more about behind the scenes of Onpassive than we do. He knows what's in place. He knows what's coming. And I'm just trying to relay to you guys now of how big this thing is going to be. Whatever you thought, however big you thought it's going to be, then you need to really do up your vision of what Onpassive is going to be. We are going to be the largest internet company on the planet out there. Nothing is going to stop us, especially with the people we have got behind us now who are working for us right now. I mean, do you not listen to Mohammed Asal? You know, raised in Dubai, worked for Omar, one of the largest companies in Dubai, oldest companies in Dubai, you know, and he left them to come to Onpassive. Dr. Susan, Ash talked about her. Dr. Sohar, Mohammed Kamal, nuclear scientist, you know, I mean, and many, many more that are all coming to Onpassive. You have to ask yourself, why are they? Because they have the vision, they have the understanding of what Onpassive is trying to achieve. And they are trying to achieve something that nobody else has dared to achieve. And they want to be part of it. Why? Because maybe they have their own desires and goals in life that they know they can't achieve without somebody else to back them, without somebody else to help them. He talked about Edison and the light bulb. Don't you think a lot of these tech guys would love to be part of that type of influence on an industry to be remembered by? This is the opportunity that they have by being part of Onpassive, because they are almost given a free rein to allow their imagination to go to new levels that they would never allow to before. They were literally kept in a box before because it was all governed by money, what was the right thing to do, or what they were allowed to do. With Onpassive, even the employees have no limits. Anyway, I'd like to end by saying I am so excited for the future, what we have our hands on. It really, really is going to be a special time in the next weeks. And I cannot wait for it all to get started. I thought it was going to be exciting seeing it, but 31,000 people, the features we saw, what we heard, mind-boggling. It really was.